Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. And I hope you, sincere brothers and sisters, man, is edified by this word. And first and foremost, once again, we must give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua. Without that entity, man, we wouldn't be able to get this word tonight, man. So I definitely want to acknowledge the boss of this thing. And at the same time, man, I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the word tonight is going to be Wisdom Alert. Never fight fire with fire. Fight fire with water and a whole bunch of love, man. I'm going to say it again, man. Wisdom alert. Never fight fire with fire. Fight fire with water and a whole bunch of love, man. What you see on the screen is a firefighters. You see firefighters. They fighting the fire. And what are they fighting it with? Water, man. And I'm going to show you in this word spiritually, this is how you fight fire with water. You see, when you're a spiritual person and when you try to live your life according to the Bible, you have to stay in that spiritual lane at all times, if you can. Okay, that tit for tat, that hurt for hurt, that revenge for revenge type things, that's not the lane you want to drive in, man. Okay? If you find yourself in the lane of tit for tat, in the lane where hurt for hurt, in the lane of revenge for revenge, then you need to abort that mission ASAP. Okay? There's no need to fight fire with fire, man, when you can fight fire with water. And that's what we're going to speak about in this word tonight, man. Now, we've all heard the term fight fire with fire. And what that means is using the same tactics to fight people who attack you, who offend you, and those who hurt you. You use the same tactics. In other words, they attack you, you attack them. They harm you, you harm them. They offend you, you offend them. They hurt you, you hurt them. That's fighting fire with fire. Well, I'm going to show you in this word, man. We don't fight fire with fire. We fight fire with water and a whole bunch of love, man. In Romans 12:20, it says, if your enemies are hungry, feed them. If they are thirsty, give them something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals of shame on their heads, man. AKA, you fighting fire with water. AKA, you showing goodness, kindness, and forgiveness. You see that? The enemy would never expect that. So again, in Romans 12:20, it tells you, if your enemies are hungry, feed them. If they are thirsty, give them something to drink. And in doing this, you will heap burning coals of shame on their heads. AKA, what are you doing? You are fighting fire with water. AKA, you showing goodness to them when they don't deserve it. You showing kindness to them when they don't deserve it. You showing forgiveness to them when they don't deserve it, man. In Romans 12:21, it also tell you, don't let evil conquer you, but conquer evil by doing good. You see that once again. You don't fight fire with fire. You fight fire with water. You see that? It's a hard thing to do, but if you're a spiritual person, man, this is something you must train yourself to be able to do. Because in this walk, you're going to have people, man, that's going to try to bring it out of you, man. And you have to stay in the lane of spiritual, man. Because again, that tit for tit, that hurt for hurt, that revenge for revenge, man, that ain't the lane you need to be walking in nor driving in. You dig? In Matthew 5:44, it speaks about what. Let's just bring it out. In Matthew 5:44, it says, "Love your enemies, pray for those who persecute you." You see that? That's another example of fighting fire with water and not fire with fire. You see, it says in Matthew 5:44, "Love your enemies, pray for those who persecute you." In other words, show and demonstrate strong endearment, charity, benevolence, goodwill, okay, to your enemies. And at the same time, acts with earnest or zeal as a favor to the Lord, man, for those who treat you unfairly and those who treat you cruel, those who treat you mean and malicious with such extreme hatred. Not only do you show them love, but pray for them. And when you do that, what you're doing, you're fighting fire with water and not fire with fire. You see? That's cold-blooded, man. Yeah, man. In Ephesians 6:17, it speaks about put on salvation as your helmet. Take the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. You see that? So you have to stay spiritual, man. You know, you don't put on your helmet of war. You put on your helmet of salvation. And you take the sword, which is the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, the gospel, man. Yeah, a.k.a. you don't fight fire with fire. You fight a fire with water, man. Kill them with kindness, man. That's what it's all about. You dig? You know, you ought to stay spiritual and not carnal. If you want to stay spiritual, you do it. You fight fire with water, and that's going to allow you to stay spiritual. Because when you fight fire with fire, now you are in the carnal, and the carnal is a death sentence to you. Because in Romans 8:6, it tells you, letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death. But letting the Spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. You see that? And that's exactly how we have to play this thing, man. Again, what's the name of the lesson, man? Wisdom alert. Never fight fire with fire. Fight fire with water and a whole bunch of love, man. You see? I'm going to give you some game as we get ready to close out, man. You see? When it's war, when someone want to war with you, you give them peace, man. When someone show extreme hate to you, you give them love. That's the ultimate chess move. Any other move than that, you lose, man. Let me say that again. When someone want to war with you, give them peace. When someone show hate towards you, give them love. You see, that's the ultimate chess move. And any other move that you do, you're going to lose. So as we get ready to close out this word, just remember this. Sometimes in life, in order to win, you have to suffer a loss. Sometimes losing is winning. You see that? Sometimes not fighting is the fight. Sometimes not saying nothing is saying a whole lot. You dig? Love is king, man. All day, every day. Never fight fire with fire. Fight it with water, man. Shalom.